Hi everyone, welcome to today's incredible reading. I am just shuffling, so thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and spirit team for allowing me to be a messenger, a channel for the highest and best good. What is it that we need to know regarding the divine masculine thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, the longing, the telepathic connection, the future vision, the biggest challenges? What are their biggest lessons learned in 2024? What does the divine need us to know? And what is upcoming for the divine masculine during this new moon and new season manifestation? Thank you, angels, guardians, ancestors, and team. So I'm going to lay out all of the cards and go through the questions bit by bit. And if there are any questions that are needing clarification, then we can obviously go from there. So I'm going to just lay out a few more cards. And if you want me to do the same type of questions for the feminines, let me know and I can always do another reading. But if the feminines messages do come through, obviously that will be prioritized. Sorry, I just saw a mark on one of the cards. You didn't go crazy. The sound didn't go. There's just a really big mark, and I feel like that is the card that wanted to come out for that uh third question down. Thank you, Spirit. One more card, please. Can we get one more card, please, for this upcoming new moon season manifestation? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we've got a few more cards, so let's just go through this step by step. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Two of Pentacles. Now, some readers will look at this card as this masculine energy awakening, ascending, learning lessons. Like there has been a big tower moment happening for both the masculines and feminines. Some of you have probably felt it a little bit more heavily than others, but I feel like the 2024 has also given you the both the opportunity to reflect on this year and how the challenges have been overcome, differently to where you probably would have assessed and addressed them in your previous life. So the Two of Pentacles really is about the masculines ascending, going to the higher spiritual plane. And what don't we know about this? The King of Pentacles. Yeah, absolutely. This is so much about the masculines who are coming into another level of awakening. Now, we did get this in a masculine reading just recently, where I said that there is one person who keeps coming up with their hands above their heads in a prayer like position. So I feel as if the masculines truly are coming into their alignment between the 5D and 3D. So the Two of Pentacles really is um validating that, assuring us that the King of Pentacles is here because there is this higher level of love for themselves, this higher level of awakening and ascension happening in this material world. And this is, yeah, this is the Two of Pentacles, one by one kind of message that's coming through. So let's have a look at what the divine masculine's current thoughts are. The Knight of Cups. Okay. I could feel masculines are kind of like pulling on the feminine's energies. You're going to know whether this reading is for you. Remember, these readings are timeless. So whenever you come across this reading, take what resonates, leave the rest, because a lot of you have been trying to focus on your own thing, trying to focus on your path, trying to focus on your ascension, going through the life lessons, really aligning with where you need to be with your purpose, with your journey, with your own ascension of love. But what I'm seeing here, the Knight of Cups is representing the masculine who do want to come in and they can feel this telepathic connection. I will ask a specific question around the telepathy, but what I'm seeing here is the masculines really are thinking about you way more than usual. And they're just like, why I get why this person may be different. I get why this person may be kind of in my thoughts a lot lately. But what I understand by this is there is this undeniable pull that the masculines have on you and you on them, vice versa. And so the masculines really are all up in their thoughts around you, but they are also feeling you around them. Now, when the twin flame counterparts connect on a deeper level, you do feel your counterpart around you. I know a lot of my clients have already claimed this to be transparent for them. And what I'm seeing is the masculines are now almost opening up because of their level of ascension, because of their level of awakening. They are opening up to this connection in many different ways, and they hadn't really felt you around them, but you've been feeling them around you for a long time. So let's have a look at how they feel regarding this telepathic physical feeling. They actually feel you physically. Queen of Pentacles. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. They do feel you. Queen of Pentacles for me is this 3D, you are my person in this reality. Because the overall energy has seen the King of Pentacles come out, I do see the masculine stepping into, as I said, their level of awakening in the 3D. So they already feel you around them and they can't quite pin what's happening to them. A lot of times the feminines are like, am I going crazy? I shouldn't share this because this hasn't happened. I don't know of anything. Am I going crazy? Like all of these questions come up. And so the masculines are going through that same thing because they haven't had anybody to kind of consult when it comes to this type of energy, but they also can't communicate with you either in the physical about this. So even though feminines have got this, I'm uncertain about if this is real or not, and they are seeing evidence of this coming into the 3D reality, the masculines are very unfamiliar about this. So what we are seeing is there is this feeling that you are around them and they are around you, and this is so beautiful because you're not going crazy. That is the biggest message here, that your feelings count. When you think of something, when you vision something, that is all counted towards manifestation. So, irregardless of your twin flame, if there is something that you want, can you feel it? Can you allow yourself to be in it? And those things will transpire because you've let that resistance go. So, the masculine's overall messages is they are feeling you around them and they know who you are. This is very much for those divine masculines who've been on this journey for a while, but they know there is something different and special about you. What about their emotions when it comes to this connection? They do have this sense of unease, and they need to really assess why this unease energy is here, because this unease isn't about you, feminines. It isn't about the connection, even though that was what I asked. It's almost like there is an unease about them and anyone, them and feeling vulnerable, because their level of unease, anxiety, fears, and jitters runs much, much deeper beyond this connection. But this connection highlights it for them. So it really does kind of misplace the energy, if that makes sense. So as a coach, I if somebody says to me, okay, this hurts. So say for example, the knee hurts. Usually the origin of pain isn't where the pain has originated from, basically. What I would normally do is look above or beyond or be look above or below the actual origin of pain. Because usually, if we're looking at the knee as an aspect as a coach, how is the ankle moving? How is the foot going into flexion and extension? How is our gait pattern, our walking? What is happening? Are our hamstrings kind of switching off? Are our quadriceps overactive? Have we injured ourselves higher up? Is certain aspects like
our abductors a little bit too tight? Are we weak in the internal thighs? Are we weak in the glutes? Are we weak in the lower back? It's all these strengths or weaknesses that we assess in order to acknowledge where the pain point has evolved from. So the pain point isn't you, feminines. It is something else that has been triggered, but they have displaced this and put it on you, if that makes sense. So it's like somebody going to the doctor and going, my knee hurts, or somebody coming to me and saying, my knee hurts. Okay, let's look around that. No, 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 but I want you to look at the knee. The knee isn't the issue here, guys. The feminines isn't the issue. It's what is around this that is triggering you. And those are the things that we need to get to. So, emotionally, the masculines are being triggered in different ways, but they're not really getting to the origin of it. And that's what's causing the anxiety and the triggers and the fears. So they are processing these things, but it's taking a little bit of time. Let's have a look at the energy around this. Unease card. What else do we need to know around the emotions regarding the unease card for the masculines? Please, can I get one card? Thank you, Spirit. Just one card. Thank you. Variance. Okay. So I'm seeing the level of chakras that are being highlighted and being protected for the masculines, but they aren't able to tap into which chakra is out of alignment. So they may need to do some chakra healing alignments. And feminines, you can probably do this on behalf of them anyway by you doing it to yourself. Remember, you're one. Remember, you are in union. Remember, you are in one another. So if you're doing chakra alignments in yourself for yourself, feminines, you're actually doing it indirectly for your masculines. So that's just a quick little coaching tip that you can have for free. What is the card regarding how the masculines feel in this state of longing, in this state of absence? Okay. This longing has asked them to work a little bit harder on themselves, a little bit more diligently, a bit more loyally in their connection with themselves, because they know, just as I explained with the chakras, they know that you affect them indirectly and they affect you indirectly. I don't think they've come to the conclusion that they are fully aware that they impact you in such a way, but they are starting to realize that through this connection, if they are working on themselves, they are also doing it in accordance to union for the both of you. So they're not just going to work on themselves for the sake of working themselves. They're working on themselves so they can actually come into union with themselves, with their inner divine feminines, with their inner divine masculines, and they can actually come into union in the physical. So they're trying to improve themselves in the 3D, 5D, and they're actually working indirectly on this connection. So what do we need to know about the telepathic communication in the 5D? The Star card. This is the first major arcana that is cropped up because I don't really class the unease as the major arcana. The Star card is very much this wish fulfillment, this hope, healing, faith. It's almost as if telepathically you've got each other's backs no matter what. Like, I read somewhere that if you can actually feel so detached from the connection in the 3D, you can actually stop relying on you moving forward because you're waiting for your twin flame, if that makes sense. But in the heart, you already know you're together. You already know you're going to come together. So if you're taking away the resistance in the 3D by thinking, well, you know what? It's not going to happen. It's fine. I'm just going to continue doing my own thing. That is perfect. But in the heart chakra, in the 5D, you already know you're together. And this is what I'm getting from the telepathic connection is in the 3D, it may not reflect what is happening, but internally, the 5D, your wishes have already come true. So I want you to just either put a star emoji in the comments box or speak your wish into existence. What do you want to wish for around either your connection with your person or just generally? What do you wish for? So take this opportunity to kind of this is actually recorded on the 1st of November. So we've got 111. And let's infuse this energy. It doesn't matter when you're actually seeing this video. This video is infused with loving light and magical energy because I blessed it so. So at any point, if you're seeing this, pop a star emoji or any emoji that you feel is magical, or pop down your wish, and it will be infused with magic. So let's get this high vibration up and going within this community. What do we need to know around the future vision of the masculines right now? We've got the Queen of Swords and we've got the energetic card of healing. So this is the second row that I really wanted to pull out some energetic cards. And the reason is earlier when I said that they need to go through their own chakra to help their emotions to alleviate any dis-ease, any uncertainty, any anxiety. Well, they're currently doing that, and their vision is to continually heal and to be truthful with themselves about what they want. And healing through this authenticity, through this truthfulness, is such a big, big step for the masculines because they weren't able to do that, or they did that with a lot of difficulty in the past. What is the divine masculine's biggest challenge? We've got the devil card. This is so transparent to say that the attachment, the karmics, the distractions, the probably either overworking or over materialistic mindset has really been a downfall for the masculines. And this dependency and restriction and all of these toxic behaviors have been such an incredible challenge for the masculines, and their energy healing card is there is only one light. So their biggest challenge was to actually find out through all these shiny distractions that spirit and the universe threw their way, that their biggest challenge was to understand that they had what they wanted and needed this whole time. It wasn't about coming into a state of union with anyone else because they needed to be in a state of union and worthiness within themselves. And that seeing themselves as the light distracted them, distorted them. So they kind of went through the toxic, karmic, energetic behaviors and patterns. That has been a big challenge for both the masculines and feminines, but this has more so been a big, big challenge for the masculines because they couldn't really envisage or understand what their light was. What has been their biggest lesson in 2024? The Six of Pentacles, absolutely. Six of Pentacles is learning how to give and receive love. Their biggest challenge was to understand what that meant and how to go about it. I feel as if some of the masculines have been working at this, but it has been very, very hard fought for. And wow, the energetic card is number 14, which is the alignment. Now, 14 and the Six of Pentacles, we've got 20. So this is an ending of a cycle. This is almost that judgment card of self-reflection, self-love. That is what is happening in 2024. Something has come up from their past reoccurrently. They have been asked to lay this down before 2025 comes into play. So anything between the 2017, 2021 is really asking the masculines, what have they learned from that? What fears are coming up and what do they need to heal and what do they need to come into their honest truth and alignment regarding what they want and what they've learned from those years so they can give and receive love in the way that they want to. It's not equal and opposite reciprocity here. This Six of Pentacles is saying, this is what I want, and this is the way I want it in. They don't know what that is yet, and that is going to be their biggest lesson closing out in the next 2 months. What does divine need the masculines to know at this time? Tend to your heart, feed yourself, love yourself, cultivate yourself, care for yourself. Bring in things that light you up, masculines. What is the energetic card? Sensitivity. Wow, honestly, you just need to be kinder to yourself, masculines, because you see the kindness being shown to you through your divine feminines, but you can't do it for yourself. and your feminines aren't there right now in the physical plane to show up for you in this divine way. So you need to show up for yourself. And what does a divine feminine need to know from the divine? The King of Cups. Yeah, this is pouring into their heart, pouring into their emotions, inward revolution. The things that you've learned so far this year, Divine Feminines, you are learning how to be vulnerable and use that as a strength. Be revolutionary, evolutionary in your mission, and that is being asked of you at this time. You're going to be rewriting some of your DNA genetic coding, and this is going to bring about a revolution, not only inwardly, but it's going to ricochet in ripples around you and the people you connect with and communicate with. And this is going to be the biggest, like, time for you to come into your higher self. So what's coming up for the new moon? Now we have the Justice card here, number 11, which is obviously, we said we have the 111 portal at this time. So yes, we do have justice for those karmic cycles, for those years that I mentioned earlier, that has led you to become the highest version of yourself. Both of you are learning your karmic lessons in the most profound way, but you're also being asked to go inwards. The High Priestess is here, and I felt this card even before I shuffled, because I knew the High Priestess is really, really important for the masculines and the feminines to understand the keys were always within. The karmic justice had only needed to play out because you went with temptation, you went with distractions, you went with what was out of alignment with your true self. But the more you take care of yourself, the more you align with divine in utter devotion, that is bringing in alignment with you and divine within. And so that means the questions are easier, the answers are quicker, and your influence in this reality just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But you need to kind of fill the boots first before you expand. What I'm also seeing is the Page of Pentacles here is stepping into this element of giving in the most humble, smallest way. So if things around you are elusive and they can't really, you can't fathom an answer, why don't you take it step by step? And break it down into tangible stages, into steps, and look at what is the easiest thing you can do, but also what is the thing that really lights up your soul. And sometimes when you're doing things you love and the things that light up your soul, they end up being multiplied, right? So at the back of the other deck, we also have the Tower. And this is what I was saying right at the beginning. We have been through some Tower moments as a collective, and this is still continuing to grow and resolve throughout 2024. But what you don't know is this is actually cultivating your level of abundance going into 2025. So the more you can step into your authentic truth, the more you can be honest with what you want and in what ways that it can be received. Like, be specific on your vision, and this is the time to do it. Vision boarding, writing out what you want and coming into harmony with your desires, the things that light you up. That's very, very big for the collective at this time, but you need to put in the work in to do that. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Remember, you can join the website membership that gives you exclusive readings and weekly newsletters. But if you'd wanted to join the YouTube membership, you get early access to these public readings. And we also do a question and answer at some point within the month. Guys, I love you so much. Make sure you hit the like button if you stayed here so far. And I'm sending you guys so much love. Bye for now.